Hey guys, Waddler-D here. We're back for more Mystical Ninja starring Goemon, and all roads lead back to Zazen Town, the hub area. Because if you're the center of attention, you're gonna get a lot of backtracking through here. Now, I'm trying to digest all the information that we got through the keywords of Peach Mountain, dancing, children getting kidnapped, great stage plan, hot springs. I'm just going to say a beauty pageant involving dancing. Maybe Dancing of the Stars? I don't know. Luckily, this kid is not getting influenced anymore by that whole experience, and I'm pretty sure it was traumatizing in some ways. But why were you kidnapped, son? Oh, what? How can you live with yourself with that name? Jesus. Nevertheless, why was the door closed? Oh, so this was your nefarious scheme to force us to rescue you from trouble? Well, I guess it worked. Get some rechargeable batteries next time. Anyway, Bison Kurashiki is our next area that we need to stroll through, and this place looks very deserted. Might have some dealings of illegal substances or whatnot going on thanks to the locked doors with special keys. Or there might be possessions of the buildings themselves, because doors are now talking to me, telling me that they have cracks in it. That is really disturbing. Either they're asking me to repair it, or maybe they want me to destroy it. I don't know, but I'm getting the hell out of here while I can. And we take a nice scenic route, looks like. Now, the unfortunate thing about the scenic route is that you have these assholes begging for money, and if you are not obliging with your money, they will decide to peg stone balls at you in hopes of knocking you out so they can rob you. Didn't work too well, apparently. Oh, what's that over there? Do I see what I think I see up there? Alright, yay, let's go over there. Now, the thing about wood. Not that thing about wood. Yeah, usually we stand on you. You're not supposed to stand on us and make a boat out of us now. But then again, there's not really wooden platforms that flow up and down. But yeah, I was right about that damn fortune kitty. Thank goodness. Now, the properties of wood tell me that they don't wave up and down like this bridge. I know there's curved bridges in Japan, but that's kind of aerodynamically awkward in this case. But back to the main point. You notice that monument that was sitting out in the water? You're probably thinking, was that area down there flooded, or is that just high tide? Actually, I believe that is a thing in Japan. They do create or erect monuments in the middle of still standing water. I'm not sure what the symbolism behind it is, but maybe it's trying to say still waters run deep, and then with that deepness we can bring meaning to a beautiful structure. I don't know. I wonder what you guys think exactly. It seems like a pretty interesting concept of building a monument just smack dab in the middle of a lake. But speaking of lakes, we're still in the urban district of Japan. This place looks even more deserted, except with the many robot dolls running around and trying to get our autograph. I know that Goemon's group of people are popular, but you need to learn how to give them some space. Anyway, you want to just run through here, get to this particular door, because this is where most of the action is going to happen, at least in terms of making progress. Azumo is definitely the place to be, and of course, if you need a bit of a perk up, got a nice little coffee shop. Go in there. Apparently you got some guy, traveler. Oh, strange wall, you say. Well, it's doing its job. Oh god, what the hell? Don't scream. I'm right here. So this lady apparently does not know indoor voices. This man, on the other hand, knows how to give too much information, and knows how to simplify it to the point where you can understand what exactly you need to do. So you can either go with vague screaming woman, or you can go with elderly specific old man. Depends on what you would like. I honestly would prefer the vague screaming woman because, for one thing, it makes me think of what she might actually be talking about. Now, on another note, you're probably wondering, how the hell are you doing this? How the hell are you going against the gravitational pull of the Earth? Apparently, walking on 60, 70 degree slopes is not a bad thing in Ijimbo. I guess the grass just has different properties. Well, I guess I should probably expect surprises like that. Whoa. Okay, that's a pretty new surprise too. I did not expect to see a desert in the middle of Japan. Here's the thing, guys. There is actually a desert-like area in Japan in real life. It's called the Tottori Sand Dunes. And yes, the sand dunes actually do stretch this high. They might even stretch higher. However, as you can see, there is still a sight of sky, and I highly would suggest you go towards the area that has the most sky in this, because for one thing, that is the way to get through this area efficiently and effectively. As you can see, we have already found some new surroundings. Of course, these damn robots trying to get a little pot shot here and there. And it looks like it's a dam attached to an oasis. That's something I've never seen before. Clever ideas. More importantly, is that a battery in the water I see? Oh god, it must be waterlogged. Much like this Fortune Kitty, and I do not take tainted products. Go away, Fortune Kitty. However, it looks like this battery is fine because it's not totally submerged in the water. I guess the gravitational pull here is kind of weak too. I mean, because that thing would have been like really screwed up if it was dripping water and whatnot. Now, as I said with the looking towards the sky, you should definitely do it here. I would suggest maybe zooming back on the camera too to help you out if need be, because my advice is pretty sound here. Trust me, if you follow the sky, you'll get where you want to go very, very fast. See, we're even back to the frickin' coffee shop. It was that fast. Okay, dude, please don't scream. Stop screaming right in front of you. I know you're excited. I know this is a nice discovery that you made, that batteries can fly. And yeah, I will take a picture of it. Oh man, that means I gotta use a beat tomorrow again. Damn it. Well, I guess he's an important character in the series. I can't keep dissing him like that. And of course, if you had trouble understanding the listen to me lady, you can have the old man explain it to you, because he does it in much more detail to the point where he pretty much spoils it in a sense. But I'm not going to complain. Now, if you're scared of not following the rules in this area, you can always walk up the path that the wonderful creators of this grassy knoll made. I don't know, it just kind of helps to have a bit of guidance. And of course, I'm pretty sure since they had the ability, or had the civilization to build a path, they have, oh, a nice big building, sweet. Now, I want you to notice a structural paradox here. Just take a look at what I'm doing. Yes, there is a wraparound of wood that you can walk on. Not so much the case on the other side, which kind of confuses me to hell and back, but I think I'm just nitpicking here and being a super nerd, so I'm just gonna keep moving. I'm gonna be a tourist now. Watch this, guys. The miracle of science. Taking a picture of something glorious will give you more battery power. I really don't think that's possible, but we'll make it work here, because this is Mystical Ninja, where magic happens. Also, don't fall for the obnoxious mind game platforms. These are the real platforms that you need to climb. Now, I'm just wondering how the hell that battery got up in that tree, because I never heard of an experience where I was flying my battery up in the sky, and there was this wind gust, and BAM! It landed on top of the tree. No? You didn't heard of that? Electro Shine Unite. Is this what happens when you put batteries of 2 different brands into one thing? Hey, Sasuke! Maybe that's what it's for. Maybe it's to put something that's robotic boy to life again. You have to scream out those words. Now it makes sense. So yeah, Sasuke is not just any young lad. He is actually a robot. And thankfully he does not suffer from Pinocchioism, because for one thing his nose does not really exist. And another thing is that he knows he's a robot. He knows he's not a human. There's your proof. Memory circuit. He doesn't believe he has a brain or a mind. He's like, yeah, memory circuit. And I wonder where my wise old man or creator is to repair me. He knows he's a robot. I'm glad for that. However, he doesn't know that the old wise man... Well, would it put it Beat Tomorrow? Oh great, now he's developing emotions. Look what you've done to Beat Tomorrow. And now now Goemon's developing revenge tactics. Oh my god, you guys are horrible influences, young lad. Jeez. Good job, Goemon. Way to make this robot on your side by causing extreme rage to the point where he now will blow up walls with firecracker bombs, or just be plain awesome, period. Now, Sasuke has been in the series for quite some time. He has been in the game. He was in the first game as a boss, actually, and this might be, I believe, his second outing of the US installments. However, I believe he gets a lot more showing in Japanese games. I wish we had more of the Japanese games, honestly. Now, the thing about Sasuke that you should know about is that he is pretty short, and as you saw earlier, he has trouble with knee-deep water. However, his shortness is compared to his agility and his ability to blow crap up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Almost fell into that trap there. I do like the fact that renovation is giving me some just rewards. I mean, it is a serious business. I know for one thing it's happened around here too much. But more importantly, it's not so much that Sasuke has the ability to blow stuff up. He also has a very nice arc to his slash, where it actually hits behind him. And it hits behind him for the first slash, which makes it really good for means of attacks if he needs some protection, honestly. It's one of the great things about Sasuke, and he just looks pretty cool. He's just like this ninja with kunai that is a robot. And if you're really curious about any other cool things that he does, just crawl on the ground and press B as an attack. You'll see something really interesting. I think his hair might have some unique properties to it. Oop, wrong way, damn it. Now that we're almost all done with the exploring of this area, and we've pretty much gone through most of this location with a fine-tooth comb, we now will head on to the next dungeon. And the next dungeon, I would say, is one of my more favorites, because you'll see, I can't spoil it for you right now. There's a great example of Sasuke's back ass kicking. That doesn't make much sense. But yeah, if you have an enemy trying to sneak up behind you, you press the attack button at the right time, you'll smack him good. It's pretty awesome, honestly. That's one of the reasons why Sasuke is probably getting more love than the Beat Tomorrow and his stupid dumb camera. But nevertheless, we are almost upon another glorious sight in this game. But of course, we gotta go to a boring, tourist, lame Britain town. I swear this town is not getting a lot of love. At least not in this game, anyway. I'm pretty sure it's a lot more bustling in real life. Speaking of real life, a lot of these areas in this game are named after actual areas in Japan. This one is no different. Just look it up. You'll be a little surprised. If anything, this area kind of reminds me of the time that Ryu and Sagat met and had a tussle, and then a scar was found in the process. Scott, you should have been realizing that anti-air was a thing back then, man. What's behind this door? Well, that was boring as hell. At least we found the strange wall with a peach on it. That could have been helpful, guy with backpack. Oh well, maybe he was just so stunned by it that he couldn't describe it in accurate words. Nevertheless, that's not the area that we wanted to go to. Down here is where the area that we wanted to go to, because this will lead us to the next dungeon. And I will tell you this, if you thought the second dungeon looked difficult and had a lot of traps, the third dungeon is definitely harder. It is actually, I would say, one of the hardest areas in the game. And I'm going to probably keep saying this again and again. But before we get to it, we have to run through a cave. Not something you see in Japan too much, but I'll have to say this cave is pretty cool and it has pretty ominous music. If anything, it just kind of tells me that there's definitely some sort of surprise or secret society down here. We need to go down here and bust it wide open, preferably with bombs, because, you know, those things are exactly what we need here. See? I wasn't kidding. But first, we got this nice old sign. You probably know what that sign's for. Yup. Festival Temple Castle. So guys, next time we are going to prepare ourselves for a nice jamboree and hope to God it won't kill us. So thanks for watching, have a great day, and we'll enjoy more shenanigans with Goemon next time. Adios.